It is 2:50. So about like, how many hours later? 4 hours later, and it's almost done.
And we are back, and Schola is with us, and we're thrilled to have you, Schola. What did we just see?
Wow. Well, I'm so grateful to be here, Jay. Thank you for having me, and I'm shocked that you guys dug up that video. So basically, you saw me vlogging my experience at Harvard's Graduate School of Design, making an architecture model, which is what I do most of my time. So.
Oh yeah, no, we have ways here.
I know.
We have ways.
I can tell.
And now we're going to talk about sustained stories.
Yes.
I saw some things about it, and it's really wonderful.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about sustained stories and how it got started with your friends.
Yeah, I know. Such a great story because it really was bred out of kind of a really difficult place as we all were struggling in 2020. And sketching and drawing is really a big part of my life in general as an architect, as an artist. So I decided to sketch Mary, an image of Mary that I thought brought me a lot of hope, her holding baby Jesus and surrounded by flowers, which I think breed hope in the image and beauty of them. And from there, I just heard of other friends' stories of their patron saint, like helping them through difficult situations, and sketched a few saints for them. And then my friend Kate was like, well, why don't we, give these out to other people? Like, why don't we make this a bigger thing? So we started an Instagram page, and then my friend Grace wanted to join in and help with sketching, calligraphy, and painting. So we have some of the saints in color. And from there, Sustained Stories was born out of this idea of sharing the stories of the saints and also our stories with the saints.
We're looking at some of the work right now, and why is it so important to have the saints and the flowers together? Did this all just kind of come about, or did you really think about it?
Yeah, it's interesting. In a sense, I guess it was just from that moment of a bit of despair and uncertainty. I saw flowers as just this beautiful blooming of hope. So I always loved sketching flowers, and thinking about Our Lady and her title as Mystical Rose, it kind of just made the most sense to sketch her as like kind of the patroness of that time period for me, and of, I guess, my entire life. We love Mary here. And then the saints, also their stories being that example as well of like the Lord sustains us. Like he gives us this great hope in heaven, and they're there enjoying the divine feast of heaven. So the beauty of flowers and bringing hope, and the hope of the saints and their stories really just together, they made the most sense. So yeah.
One of the reasons too, Schola, I'm so happy to see you here is I have a daughter. I have younger, when I say younger, they're about your age. And I love when I see somebody so filled with the faith. And you clearly are. Where do you think your strong faith life came from? Is it family? Was it studying? What happened?
Yeah, I definitely know it's my family. I'm a cradle Catholic, so I was raised in the faith and raised with people of the faith, and I went to Catholic school my entire life until grad school, actually, at Harvard. So just being surrounded by people who were really cared about Jesus, and they really cared about the faith in a way that wasn't just superficial. It wasn't just our Sunday masses, but it was praying together every single night. It was, asking for the intercession of the saints in our prayers for certain tasks or certain things that we're struggling with. And then I saw that in my friends in undergrad at Catholic University, and I see it now in my friends in Boston, in the area, and at Catholic TV here. So it's really amazing, just the people that I've been surrounded with who have just inspired me in my faith.
And isn't it just beautiful that you've decided to take this strong faith life and all of the talents that you have and share with other people through the work that you do? Did you always sketch?
So I've always been a creative person. I've sewn, I've crocheted, I've sketched a lot of buildings as an architecture student, but I never really sketched figures or people ever, really. So I don't know where this image came from, but I guess just seeing the images of the saints so often and just thinking that this is gonna be fun. I love to sketch in general. I just kind of went for it, and that became now like kind of my biggest hobby is
Do you think your architecture work helps with all of that?
Oh yeah, for sure. In architecture, we're really intentional about why we're designing and how we're designing, and concepts in design before you even begin to draw or create. So I mean, thinking about the faith faith as like my concept, the life of the saint as my concept, and from there drawing and adding little bits and pieces like the flowers and the flowers that represent the saints' lives as well is something that I think I got from my architecture studies for sure.
Now, see the bag right next to you. So tell us about how people can even find the work and also some of the work that it is.
Yes, so I'm so glad you brought this up because I just opened this, or I just added this to the shop yesterday. Actually, we have a few new things, but this is the Holy Hearts tote bag, and it's the Immaculate Heart of Mary, the Chaste Heart of St. Joseph, and of course the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And you can find this on our Etsy shop, so Sustained Stories, SUSTAINED, Stories, STORIES. Etsy.com, and you can also find us all on Instagram, and you can always DM me there. I've done a few wedding invitations because of the images being interesting, I guess, to different brides, so I've gotten a lot of DMs from that. So yeah, on Sustained Stories as well on Instagram or on Facebook. You can find us there as well.
And so the work we just saw a moment ago, I don't know, Pete, if you could put that back up again. Tell me about that. So would that be part of the things that people can get?
Oh yeah, so yeah, you can see all of the sustained saints that we have on here and Bible verses, which is new. We kind of just do little reflections, and we're coming out with a journal with a few Bible verses in it. So yeah, you'll find all of this on the Etsy shop. We do filter in which saints come up and which are not, especially during feast days, of course. But right now you'll see a lot of our holiday Christmas prints. So the Holy Family is up there. You'll see Mother Mary in color. Yeah, some of our favorites for sure up there right now, as well as the tote bag. And
it's absolutely beautiful. Now, I was doing a little research on you.
Oh,
yes, doing a little research. Kevin doesn't think I do any research, but I do research. Were you in India?
I was in India.
Okay, what were you doing in India?
This is such a great story. So as you know, I'm taking a gap year from my studies, and I'm kind of exploring the world a little bit. So I was working with World Heritage USA doing some architectural preservation work, which was really incredible. I mean, I've never been to India. I've never been to Asia. I haven't been that far ever. It was quite a long plane ride for sure. But yeah, it was amazing to just like get into their history and their culture. So unique. So,
that was very interesting.
Thank you.
So before we let you go, one more time, where can people find out more about your work?
Yeah, people can find out more about our work on Sustained Stories on Instagram or on our Etsy shop. You can also see a lot of what we do on my YouTube channel, which is, I know where you guys got that video. So if you look up Schola Chioma on YouTube, SCHOLA, you'll find a lot of my process in there, or just my everyday architecture and student life. And I actually have one more thing for you before we close out the show. I know that St. Therese is the patroness of Catholic TV, so I had to give you a St. Therese picture, an image from our shop.
No one ever gives me anything. Kevin always gets everything.
Wow.
This is awesome.
Of course.
This is going to go right on my, you know what, I'm going to leave this here for Monday's show too.
Oh,
and this is going to go right on my desk in my office.
I'm so glad, Jay.
Schola, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And if you didn't have a chance to write down where you can get more information about what Schola does, just call us at Catholic TV and we'll get that to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you and best of luck going forward.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.